Hi, welcome to Oxford News This Week. I'm Terry Stiles, and with me again this week is Jim Hughes. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jerry. I'm Jim Hughes, and in this week's news, the community loses an icon. Update on an angel swan and a new township trustee. He's already given back to the community.
All that and more. The Oxford News begins right now. Last week, the community former library director and employee of more than 30 years, Judy Doublestein, lost a short battle with cancer. According to the current library director, Brian Cloutier, Ms. Doublestein achieved great growth in her leadership at the Township Library, including the largest capital campaign to date, resulting in the construction of the current library in 1996. In addition, Judy worked with the Rotary International, where she held the honor of being named a Paul Harris Fellow, which is a rare award, and served at the Oxford Area Cable Commission for many years, and she was the chair of that commission. Her service to the community was remarkable. Jim?
Yeah, thoughts of the Doublestein family, of course, going to be missed.
Yeah.
If you haven't already been near the Oxford High School lately, and if you're out driving, maybe going back and forth to Myers or Kroger, wherever you got to go, if you want to see an impressive sight, maybe take a detour. Lining the west side of the North Oxford Road are signs featuring photos and names of the 2020 graduates, Oxford High School graduates. Unfortunately, due to the COVID closures, these hardworking seniors were deprived of their traditional recognition and celebration, and they figured that would be the best way to do it. So take a drive up there and see all the graduates on the side, accomplishments, and all their a tribute to them. We would like here to congratulate the class of 2020. Best of luck in the future.
I feel really bad for the kids that worked so hard to get that recognition, and we all looked forward to that walk down that aisle and tossing your tassel over your hat. I feel bad for the valedictorians, so thank you for giving them some recognition. Everybody should drive by those pictures and have a look. It's pretty impressive. Beginning last week, the south of Drainer on M24, there will be lane changes in effect until July. Initially, the southbound right lane will be closed from Drainer to Indianwood. And then northbound will have one lane open from Golden Gate in Lake Orion to Indianwood. The existing northbound lane will be restriped into a shared left center turn lane. Jim, back to you.
Some of you may remember last year's story of a trumpeter swan being rescued from a pond near Lakeville. The bird developed what they call angel wing, which actually prevents them from flying. Well, she was finally, they found her a permanent home earlier this year. She arrived at the Detroit Zoo, and she now lives on an island lake near the National Amphibian Conservation Center. So you might want to look out for her. She'll be with her male swan friend, and by the name Ron Swanson.
Funny name. Last week, the Oxford Township Board made a few appointment changes. Jack Curtis resigned from the Planning Commission and was replaced by a new board trustee member, Jonathan Nold. Trustee Nold resigned from the ZBA and was replaced by Megan Knopf. Corey Bailey also resigned from the ZBA and was appointed to the Planning Commission. All of the seat movements was due to the charter not allowing for two board members to serve on either commission. Also, in a 7-0 vote, the board appointed Nold, I believe that's how you say it, to the Pollyant Trail Council, the Township Election Commission, and recommended him to the Downtown Development Authority. All three positions were previously held by, we all know him, Elgin Nichols, whom Noel replaced on the board.
And I replaced Elgin as well. There we go. Thank you, Elgin.
That's right.
4 people for one. That guy did a lot of work.
Yeah,
hey, when the state finally allows restaurants and bars to reopen, visitors to the 925 social will be able to take advantage of fresh air. That's by dining outside on the deck. Last week, the Township Board approved an outdoor service permit that will allow that. The patio dining, the area connected to the restaurant and bar, that's right at Legacy. The patio will be allowed to operate. The hours are a little bit different here. Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then on Friday and Saturday, they'll be operating from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Oxford Township Trustee Jack Curtis is warning Pollyant Trail users of the M24 construction truck traffic entering in and out of Koenig Sand and Gravel, that property on Lakeville Road. Curtis also notified MDOT to make their truck drivers aware of the trail users using that crossing that goes across the driveway at Koenig. So be very careful if you're hiking or biking right in that area. That's the Sand and Gravel Pit on Lakeville. Jim?
Careful on that. Talking about Mr. Knoll a bit earlier, Jonathan Knoll taking community service very seriously. Last week, he handed over nearly $3,000 to the Oxford Orient Fish that he had solicited from local businesses and individual donations. He went out there and hit the trail. The donation will provide free groceries to children, adults, and senior citizens who need help. Just a reminder, during the COVID shut-in, the fish continues to be feeding the existing clients, which was numerous, along with groceries to anyone in need. And I tell you, with unemployment and all that, all these food banks definitely need all the help they can. Yeah. If you'd like to donate to Fish, our area local food bank, you can donate to them by contacting them. They have a website. I'll give it to you twice. oxfordorientfish.org/donate.html. Again, I'm sure if you do a Google search, you'll find it. Once again, oxfordorientfish.org/donate.html. Make a donation if you can.
That's amazing. He's hit the ground running and he's absolutely contributing to the community. He went around and solicited those funds within the community in order to give to the community. Pretty impressive. Some more sad COVID shut-in news. The annual Seymour Lake celebration put on by the Oxford Township Parks and Recreation team has been canceled. Originally scheduled for June 11th through the 13th, the popular festival, carnival, and 2 nights of fireworks will return July 2021. Because as Parks Director Ron Davis said, the celebration is so large and has so many moving parts, it would be impossible to reschedule for later this year. Although it would be nice, but we do have something to look forward to in 2021, Jim.
And more on the recreation front, trail usage is up, and our own Pollyant Trail has definitely been used a lot, according to trail manager Linda Moran. The trail traffic has quadrupled in the last few months, but to do so, the trash cans and trash has also quadrupled, and it requires emptying the cans on a daily basis. Funding for grants, according to Moran, that they were counting on has been shut down because of the COVID pandemic. Hoping to ease the financial burden in maintaining the trail, the Village of Oxford Police Chief Mike Sowald is hoping a pop can drive will help that effort. Sowald said cans are piling up in the people's houses, so he is willing to park them behind the garage at the Village Police Station in order to raise money for the trail. The chief said they will continue collecting until the end of the month or until they run out of space. Again, that will definitely be a benefit to raise money for the Pollyant Trail. On a side note, I want to say condolences out to the Doublestein family, and I want to say happy birthday to my 2 sons, James Robert Hughes and Blake Edward Hughes, 30 and 27 years old. Again, I used to bring them crumb crunchers to the station all the time.
It's amazing that they're that age already, Jim. I remember when I first started in '98 and you were already here, and these little guys were just running around the studio. I think they were like 7 and something, 4 or 5.
Right.
It's amazing that they're that old already. Tell them both happy birthday.
Okay.
And I want to remind people that are bringing in those cans to Chief Sowald, please wash them ahead of time. They're putting themselves at risk. Number one, even storing them, but with the COVID thing going on, definitely to get them washed. I've got some piling up myself, so I understand what a pain in the neck that is. But get them washed and get them done. They can use the money. The charities can use the money. Canine Stray Rescue, that'd be a great place to take your cans, but do it while they're washed. So that's it. I'm Terry Stiles. Thanks for watching Oxford News This Week, where we bring your news closer to home. Thanks, Jim, for joining again.
Have a great week, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.